Hello all, and welcome to this walk and talk for Saturday, June 1st, 2024. You've probably all been wondering where in the heck I've been, and it has been a long time. Well, January and February were cold and gray and rainy, so I didn't go out and do any recording because it was too cold and gray and grainy. So I got myself out of the habit. And then I woke up one day and realized the year is half over. So here I am. Today is probably going to be a bit of a longish one because I've got a lot to catch up on, half a year. So bear with me. We'll do the things that I've accomplished so far, or the major highlights of things that I've done, and then we'll have a second half with what's coming up. So we have to rewind all the way back to December of 2023 when I was getting ready on that very day that I shot my last one of these to go down to California for Christmas. I had a wonderful time down there seeing my dad and my family, and it was a great relaxing time. I didn't have my own wheels because I drove down with my nephew Jacob, so I didn't get out and see a lot of sights or visit friends or anything like that because I couldn't really get around on my own, but I did do a couple things. The only videos I put up were after the first of the year. I did a couple of wrestling videos with some kids in my ward. By the way, Dallas and Elise both finished in top 5 in state tournament this year, so congrats to them. I also put up one video from my trip to California, and that was my visit to the Los Angeles temple. So those were the last videos I saw. All right, so January of this year, I came home. I had a PET scan in January, and once again that showed I'm still cancer-free. So thank goodness for that, and knock on wood that it stays that way. I wasn't feeling quite up to 100% yet though, so I spent January and into February kind of having bouts with nausea still 3 or 4 days a week. But I went back to the doctor, got a new magic pill that I've been taking ever since then, once a day, and I have not had basically any problems with nausea anymore. So I'm getting even more back to normal. So as far as health goes, that's where I stand. I stand in pretty good shape overall, and glad to be almost back to normal. What else happened in January? I think that's about it. My health and that sort of situation. So then moving on, March. March. We're up to March already. Time flies. In March, there was a Southwest Symphony concert. We had a concert, Red, White, and Gershwin, and they played one of my favorite pieces, Rhapsody in Blue. It was an awesome concert as usual. And even though I was feeling a little nauseous a little bit at the end, and so I had to leave early, I did hear the best of it. I just didn't hear the encore, so that was great. Also in March of this year was Easter, so I had quite an eventful Holy Week. Palm Sunday, I managed to get a ticket from my bishop to go and attend the dedication of the Red Cliffs, Utah temple, live and in person inside the temple. And that was an amazing experience. President Eyring was the one giving the dedicatory prayer. I attended with my elders quorum president, his wife, and another young man in our ward, and it was a fantastic experience. Then that Tuesday, Holy Tuesday, I took a drive up to Manti, Utah to attend the open house there of that amazing, absolutely amazing Pioneer era temple. It's had a lot of meaning to my family. I had relatives that laid the cornerstone and that built the building. All my Utah side relatives have worked there or been married there. My parents were married there, and it's just an amazing place. And then on that Friday, Good Friday, I spent the day attending the temple at the St. George Temple, having a beautiful experience, reading about the life of the Savior on the day when he was brought before Pontius and Boy, I'm winded already. I can't believe it. I'm still out of shape. But anyway, it was a wonderful experience. I have incidentally been attending the temple quite a bit, about twice a month at least. So then, April. April was my birthday month on the 7th, which was General Conference Sunday, just like the year when I was born in 1963. So I had my 61st birthday, and that was a treat considering the year before, my 60th birthday was the day that I found out that I had cancer. So 1 year later, I was glad to live to a 61st birthday. And I had a good time, even though I spent it by myself, didn't do much. Later that month, we had the next to last concert at the Southwest Symphony, and it was their big concert this year, which was Mussorgsky's Pictures at an Exhibition and a few other pieces. They did a fantastic job as always, and I enjoyed that concert very much. It wasn't quite the Mariinsky Orchestra at La Scala, which was the last performance I heard of Pictures at an Exhibition, one of my favorite program pieces, but they did a great job. Then I think that brings us up to May, which is the month that just ended yesterday. And another Southwest Symphony, their final concert was an Aretha Franklin tribute. They had some amazing vocalists, and they played some awesome music with beautiful arrangements. So that was a good one to go out on the year for their last concert. So that was it. Then what else happened in May? We had our stake conference on the last Sunday, which was the I forget what it was, 26th. The choir sang for a mission farewell for some friends of mine who are going on a mission to Little Rock, Arkansas for 2 years. So that was good. The choir is now going to take a month off. So that brings us up to now. And there was a lot more stuff going on in between, but I think I at least got the big chunks. And it's been busy. It's amazing how fast time flies when you're not thinking about it. Tell you a secret, the other thing is that I actually shot this video a couple of days ago on the 28th, but due to some technical difficulties, I got back and downloaded all the footage, and the audio didn't work. So I have to come out and reshoot it again today. So there you go. No good deed goes unpunished. So after a momentary break here, we'll go ahead and shoot the second half, which will be what have I got coming up, and that's quite a bit. Okay, so back to the second half. Second half is what I'm going to have going on coming up soon and coming up for the rest of this year, what I have so far. Well, the biggest thing is now in 3 weeks already, the last week of June, I'm going to be taking another trip down to California to visit family. This time I'll be driving alone and driving myself. I'm feeling up to that well enough to do so. And so I'll have my own wheels and I'll be able to see more friends, go out and do a couple more things. I'm kind of toying with the idea of doing some rail fanning, maybe go out to Tehachapi, one of my favorite places to watch trains, and go visit my favorite Conan's German Bakery. Do that. I might ride some trains, the Metrolink, just for fun. Maybe I can see my Woodhouse pals. For sure want to see some of my wargaming chums and get a game in. That would be a lot of fun. So look forward to that. I'm also going to go out and visit my old ward out in Valencia and my old stomping grounds out there. So that'll be fun. Figured I might as well do it now that things are heating up here. We're almost to triple digits. We're in the upper 90s during the day, so getting to be summer already. The only other thing I have for definite on my program so far is I've registered for BYU Education Week. So that will be coming up in August. I'm already set up with my buddy, brother John from up in Idaho to be my roommate. We've been roommates for the past 3 or 4 years. So that'll be fun. It's always a good time. Other than that, I don't have anything set. I would like to try and get out and do some more driving around, and maybe even a camping trip or something to see how that works for me. So look forward to that. When I was up to Manti back in March, I did stop on the way home. I stayed overnight with some cousins in Richfield, and I stopped at Cove Fort and took some video. So maybe I'll get that edited up as a out and about so you can see Cove Fort. I've also been thinking on the video front of maybe editing up some of my past videos, even going so far back as to my time in Japan or Europe, or let's see, I did take a trip to the Durango and Silverton train back in, when was that? 2020, 2021? So that might be edited. And I still have the program or the plans to do some videos about my hobbies, my miniature war games, my model railroading, things like that. So I do still want to do videos, and I will get better. I will do some more of these more often on a regular schedule. Although with it getting so hot now, first it was too cold, now it's too hot. That's the way life is here in St. George. I might do something other than walk and talk if I don't want to get out in the heat and melt doing this. So I might do sit and chat or something like that, and just do a straight video from the air-conditioned comfort of home. So we'll have to see how that goes. Anyway, so sorry it took so long. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for bearing with it for being a bit long. And yeah, hope to see you again sooner than 6 months from now. I love you all, and thanks for your support. Take care.